Okay, I am way late to the party on this one, but I want to talk a little bit about this Thompson and Tyler Herro quote-unquote fight, or in brawl everybody's going on and on about. I wasn't going to talk about it, but you know what? I'm like, I'm way late, and I want to talk about it. I want to talk about it because, you know, there's a lot of nonsense being spewed about this whole situation on the World Wide Web. And I know I shouldn't read moronic comment sections on YouTube and Twitter and all that stuff where the collective IQ is probably south of 100. I get it. But I still want to talk about it. And I keep seeing these clowns say, "Oh, yo, bruh, Tyler Herro was low-key ragdoll, bruh. Tyler Herro was low-key Lil Boyd, bruh." And I'm like, that's what you got out of this whole thing? That's it? That's the depth of your analysis. Okay. What Thompson did, and I like Thompson. Seems like a nice guy. Even his post-game interview on the whole post-fight thing seems like a nice guy.
There's no personal at all. I mean, it's just straight competition. I mean, growing up, I used to get stuff like that with the SAR, obviously, and yeah, just nothing personal, just competition. He was mom.
Herro had said afterwards, he said, you know, basically something like, "Oh, well, when someone's scoring a lot and throwing a lot of dimes, like, I guess I'd be mad too." What's your reaction to that?
Just a physical game. I guess that's what happens when someone's scoring, throwing dimes, doing the whole thing. So I get mad too.
Guess I was mad. Just losing the game. You know, I felt like I missed a play, let Jovic hit the three, and then I wasn't available for Fred to give me the inbound pass. He got 5 seconds, so I felt like just 2 plays I could have done something different, helped us win that game.
I'm not going to try to be all mean to Thompson, but I'm gonna be a little bit mean because it was kind of a punk move what he did, and I don't really get why people are like celebrating it in the way they are, because when it transpired and how it transpired was completely unwarranted, and it clearly came from a place of him being totally mentally frustrated with himself and mad at the fact that Tyler Herro was cooking him and the Rockets all game long, and Jovic hitting a dagger 3 in his face to pretty much seal the game, and the fact that the Rockets have not beat the Heat since 2019, when Thompson was probably, I don't know what, a sophomore in high school? And this is before the Wuhan virus even existed. That's how long it's been since the Rockets beat the Miami Heat. And if you're going to grab a guy with 2 hands by the jersey and toss him like that, sometimes that is warranted. You know, if Tyler was to have did some really dirty play to him where he could have gotten hurt, then sure, go ahead and do that. I'm all for it. I love a fight. Go ahead. But that wasn't the case. The reality of the situation was, let me pull up some little statistical numbers here. Thompson, good player, but that particular game, 5 points, 5 assists, 5 rebounds, a steal, minus 17 in 32 minutes. Okay? Tyler Herro, 27 points, 6 rebounds, 9 assists, plus 13. Jovic, who hit that big 3 on him, 18 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists, plus 18. And incredibly efficient shooting. So this is why Thompson was mad. And then this Ime Udoka guy. What is his deal? I've always been so weirded out by him. Him after the game.
They were in each other's face, bumping chests a little bit, and one guy's stronger than the other.
Yeah, there's just 2 players chest to chest and going at it, and, one player is stronger than the other. No one's debating that Tyler Herro is stronger than Thompson. Like, who? No one's saying that at all. It's basketball. This isn't a strongman competition. This isn't like Arnold Schwarzenegger and pumping iron.
It's as satisfying to me as coming is, as having sex with a woman and coming.
It's a basketball game. So I like that your comment makes no sense. Like, maybe be mad at your players for having gone over 5 minutes in the fourth quarter without scoring, and you lost to the Heat when they're on a second night of a back-to-back away game playing in Atlanta 24 hours prior. Then you got to get on a plane, fly to Houston, and play again. You have no Jimmy Butler, no Duncan Robinson, and, of course, you're missing the great Drew Smith. The Heat were losing the whole second half. Then the Rockets just imploded down the stretch in the fourth quarter. And you got cooked by, Jovic and Herro and Haywood Highsmith. I'm proud of the Rockets nonetheless. I like their whole little bad boy thing, and you're starting fights, and, I'm all for that stuff. But, like, when you lose and then you start acting all irrational and just starting fights for the sake of starting fights, it just looks goofy. What does that accomplish? I mean, if you want to be a big, bad, tough guy, go try and do that to Bam. Go try and do that to Jimmy. See what happens. Not Tyler Herro. I could toss Tyler Herro. It's not some big accomplishment tossing Tyler Herro. I'm not even mad about Amen Thompson. Like, he's 21. You're still maturing as a player. It's just the nonsense on the internet. And I just wanted to call that out. And then the other thing I keep hearing is Tyler didn't do anything. I don't know what Tyler was supposed to do, because he got thrown out. Thompson did throw him, though. That was funny. I mean, he got tossed. Woo, he got tossed. Man, by the time Tyler gathers himself, he's pretty much out of bounds. There's this whole pile of people. What's Tyler supposed to do? Jump into this pile of people? And then he kind of goes around on the outside, and then Amen Thompson kind of pops out, and they square up again. But Amen Thompson's being, like, sort of held back, and his arms are restrained, and, what's Tyler supposed to do? Go and, like, sucker punch him? I don't know what Tyler was supposed to do after that happened, because it was so unexpected, him being tossed like that. And then I don't know what all these Rockets players are so mad at. I mean, I get you got to have your teammates back, and they don't know what happened, but, I mean, Jalen Green's all mad, and Ime Udoka's getting ejected, and he's all mad. Once again, be mad at yourselves. Be mad at the fact that you imploded in the fourth quarter. You had, like, 12 points in the fourth quarter up until a couple, Hail Mary threes in the end. Be mad at that. I mean, that's what they were mad at, but they took it out on Tyler for no reason. Shout out to Terry. Terry was ready for action right from the get-go. Jovic, right from the get-go, was running on in there. I think Haywood was all up in there. Also, the whole Fred VanVleet ejection was very strange. Like, there was the 5-second thing. It's debatable whether that was actually a 5-second thing, and then he bumped into the ref or something. Then the ref, I don't know. Everyone's all emotional. By the way, I had no idea that his name is Fred VanVleet with a V. For my whole life, or ever since I became aware of Fred, I always thought it was Fred VanVleet with an F. And only a couple days ago, I'm like, VanVleet with a V. Excuse me. Sorry, Fred. I've been pronouncing your name wrong forever. Fred VanVleet. Fascinating. Also, why was Tyler Herro even ejected? That made no sense to me. I mean, you want to throw a little technical at him, fine. But he got ejected for that? I mean, what did he even do? He didn't do anything. Really weird game. And I'm honestly glad Tyler didn't do anything. I know everybody's, kind of making fun of him. Oh, you got tossed and you didn't do anything. I'm kind of glad, because if he did do something, he probably would have gotten suspended, and we'd need Tyler Herro to be playing basketball right now. So that's it. Pretty stupid video, but hope you enjoyed it. And Jimmy Butler is coming back New Year's Day against the Pelicans. Remember that guy? Remember Jimmy Butler? He plays for the Miami Heat, and he hasn't been traded because he plays for the Miami Heat. Okay, that's all I'm going to address where that topic is concerned. Oh, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to you all. Take care.